The audio is loud. All right. I'm gonna share it to my group. Give me a second, guys. Let me share it out too.
Are we live now?
Hold on.
Are we live already?
Yeah, we are live. So, guys, just share. See who can share out the page. We're broadcasting right now on the DMs. All right. Let me see now.
Are we live now? Live already.
We are live. So, guys, just share. See who can share out the page. All right. Fire G. Big big yourself up. And to each and every person here that's gonna be logging on to the system, it's gonna be crazy and phenomenal. Crazy and phenomenal.
Hi, just get the audio.
Yes. What happened to? We have an internet issue though. Definitely have an internet issue. Yeah. All right. Let me see now. Fire G. Crazy and phenomenal. They just cut right out. I'm waiting for them to get back in. How are you, Miss DopeQueen? How are you? Pretty
I'm
good.
doing all right. How are you?
A little bit trouble because my thing didn't want to switch over this morning, so I'm a little bit annoyed by it. So try to see as soon as people come in the room, then we'll see what happened. 5G, its cameras just went off, so I think something is going on there. We'll figure out what's going on.
Network issue.
Yeah, typically it's an internet issue he's having
Oh, okay.
an internet issue. Hi, Lorraine. Lorraine, big up yourself. Barbara Sparks, Bev C, Coco. Um, Let me see who else is here. And Eddie. And Eddie. Did I say Lorna? Did I say Lorraine? Big yourself up. Yep. Yep. So until we get back our artists in, we'll find out what's happening and thing.
Can I breathe?
Yeah.
Audio even on.
You see Fire G?
Yeah, I see him now.
Okay, because I haven't seen him yet. Steven Souza.
I see him. He's there. His video is there.
His video is there? Oh. Fire G, say something. Because your video is not showing up on my board. Steven Souza. No audio. 5G, I'm not getting the audio from you.
Oh, big man, Wagwan.
Yes, now I'm hearing you. Turn it up some more.
You can hear me now.
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Yeah, turn it up a little bit louder and get you good.
Little bit low.
Louder.
Okay, brother. You can hear me loud, ne?
Yes, I'm hearing you big time loud now. All right. Yes, definitely. I wanna go ahead, Tanya. You wanna do the welcoming.
Hi, 5G. How you doing? Greetings, Lion
DopeQueen.
family.
All right. Now, 5G. It's been a long time. This is past overdue, right?
Yeah, man.
This is past overdue. I've watched you grown, and I should say watch you grown from a little you because I'm a bigger man than you, you know? So,
That's right, man.
ways here. I
Uh,
definitely watch you grow in the studio and everything about you that I definitely could say it's phenomenal about you. Now, before I start the interview, I just want to ask you, one or two little questions here during the interview, and just go through, you know, your aspect of you growing up. So, born and raised, you were born and raised in Harare, right? In Zimbabwe. 5G. No audio, I'm not hearing you.
yo,
Yeah, now I'm hearing you. Yeah. You were
can
born
you hear
and
me?
raised,
Was
yeah,
it was glitching?
yeah. You were born and raised in Harare, in
Yeah, man.
Zimbabwe.
Harare.
Harare,
Yes.
right. And,
Yeah.
raised up doing music at what, the early age of 15, right?
Yeah, man, my brother.
So, no, no, I want you to tell me a little bit of something about yourself. What school you attended growing up, and at the age of 15, where did you see yourself in the music aspect?
Okay, my brother. So, the school that I attend in Harare is called Kudzanai Primary School. That's where I attend my primary school there. Then
Hmm.
I attend my high school in Kwayeza.
Oh,
You-
okay. Your vocals cutting out. Your vocals cutting out, 5G. Your voice cutting out. Your voice cutting out. Can you hear him?
No, I don't. I can't hear him. I see he's talking, but I can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Is he still on?
You cut out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having so much of an internet issue, so please just bear with us in the meantime, and you know, my cup of tea, cup of coffee, of course. Um,
Yo, sorry about my network. Yo, I don't know what's wrong with the network today.
all right, yeah. Where are you? I haven't seen you yet. I haven't seen you yet.
Can you see me now?
No, your camera is off. All right, 5G. You just came out. You're back again. Whoa. Job was supposed to have bad internet, you know. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, just bear with us in the meantime. And so Tanya, how's the weather in South Africa? In Cape
Oh,
Town.
we just entered. We just entered.
Yo,
No, Devon.
I
We just
know.
entered winter now. In our winter.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I forgot you guys are in the winter time now. Wow.
yeah.
It's so funny.
It's sunny, but it could be cold. It's sunny, but it's cold.
It's so funny. Like we going through our summer. So when we have summer, you guys have winter, and when you guys have winter, we have what winter, summer, summer, winter.
Time differences.
Oh, it's crazy. Fire G. Ay, 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 ay. You see what I always talk about internet? You know.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an African thing. You have to get used to it. We experience that in Africa. We have problems. We have load shading. Sometimes we don't have electricity.
Yeah. Fire G, if you're there, your camera is off, so you probably okay.
Can you see
Uh,
me now?
yeah, I'm seeing you now. I'm seeing you now.
Yeah,
Tanya, you seeing him?
Yeah, I see it now.
All right.
yeah. Just switch off my Wi-Fi. Yo, I don't know what's wrong with this African network, man.
All right.
Kind of
All right.
hectic, bro.
Back to what I was saying. Fire G.
Yes.
You know, you growing up in the school at the age of 15, you were doing
Yeah,
some
man.
form of recording in a bedroom studio, right?
No, when I was 15, I was singing in the choir at the church.
Oh, hold up here.
You
Your
see?
church, your church boy? What?
Yeah, I used to go to church with my mother, so she told me join the choir because you got a great voice and things like
Right?
that. You see? So I was singing in the choir.
Okay. So what happened? How comes you leave the church, boss? What happened? Turn
You
rude boy.
know when Destin calls, bruh, when Destin calls, that's what happened.
Because I was hoping that I was gonna come to say South Africa and see you as a preacher, you know. But this thing calls for you as
Yes.
singing. But before you venture in that singing, I'm gonna come to you, Tanya. Before you venture in that, you decide that you were more good to yourself. I'm just saying that. Tell me if I'm wrong. You were more good in being in the background, the engineering part of the background, and learn the business in that way.
Yeah, that's true.
So who taught you to be a wonderful engineer as you are?
I taught myself. Where I'm from, poverty can make you do a lot of things. You understand? So for myself, when I decided to become a solo artist, and then I didn't have any money for studio session or
Hmm.
something like that. Then I was like, one day I just say, I was talking to my father and say, Pops, if you just buy me a laptop and a microphone, I can do music by myself. You see? It all started with a little laptop and a little mic.
Right.
That's when I started searching some tutorials on internet, seeing some videos how it is done. You see?
Mhm.
That's how I become an engineer. I didn't go to school for it. I taught myself to be an
Whoa.
engineer.
Tanya, talk to me.
Yes. Hi, Fire G.
Yo, DopeQueen,
You can
wagwan there. Yeah, man.
let's. So,
Wagwan there.
if you went to Kuzanai and Kwaeza, that's in Highfields, right in Harare.
That's in Highfield. Fio.
I know, dear.
And Highfield is like the headquarters of Zim Dance, or it's the headquarters of music.
Yeah,
So,
man, you
out
know.
of curiosity, as a person that grew up in Highfields, I just want to know what exactly transpired in Highfield that drove you to the music industry. Are there any events that perhaps you could have seen musical events happening that transpired you, or perhaps an artist or somebody?
No. In music, I inspired myself. None of the artists in Highfield inspired me or something like that, say, because there's Shinzo man and what. Because you see, a lot of artists come from Highfield, they've a lot of pride. As an upcoming artist, you'll be looking forward to do even collabos with those big artists, but they'll be pushing you away. So what's going to inspire you the most, what inspired me the most is, no, if these guys make it there, so I can do that by myself. So I started pushing myself, saying, okay, I'm not going to mind them. I'm not going to dream to have a collab with a big artist in Highfield. I'm going to push my brain to the top. That's what I started doing. I started pushing my music for myself, giving CDs to people I know who got connections. That's when my music career started there.
Yeah, Tanya, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
Fire J, you said something to me that artists have never said to me. And I've been doing this for years. No artist inspire you, because if you're looking for a collab from that particular artist, he would not see you. So in order for you to grow, you believe in yourself and believe in what you can do, not looking for them for you to shine on them or for them to give you something for you. You do you. Bro, that's a lot. That's a lot. I really respect that. I've never heard an answer like that. And you know, that is phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play a song and then come back to Tanya asking questions. I'm gonna play a song so that you can familiarize with who Fire G is. He also have another artist beside him, but I'm gonna talk about that later on. I'm gonna let you guys listen to Fire G right now from the Short Boss Studio. And listen now. Fire G.
Ooh, love me now, love me now. Don't love me tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow ain't promising anything. Just love me now. Baby, don't love me tomorrow, just love me now. Hold me in your hand like I'm dying now. Kiss me like you're saying goodbye. Hug me like it's my last day on earth. Yeah, me I feel love you till my breath left me. Yeah, I shall love you with all I got. I ain't gonna leave you, girl. I'm gonna love you now. So come love me to the end. Me coulda never leave you, girl, I swear. I'm gonna love you. I ain't gonna love you tomorrow. Girl, come love me to the end. Me gonna love you, girl, I swear. Now listen, if you know back at them say, I'm gonna love you. I'm young. Them not separate us from me and Julie. Them can't underrate us. Me and you, girl, we stronger. Together, girl, we conquer. They talk them blind. Them not see the love you got for me, girl, you make me fly. Just give me a chance in a minute, me make you me baby mama, me baby mama. Yeah. Don't come love me to the end. Me coulda never leave you there, I swear. I'm gonna love you. I ain't gonna love you tomorrow. Girl, come love me to the end. Me gonna love you, girl, I swear. Now listen, if you know back at it, them say, I'm gonna love you. Don't love me tomorrow, just love me now. Hold me in your hand like I'm dying now. Kiss me like you saying goodbye. Hug me like it's my last day on earth. Yeah, me I feel love you till my breath left me. Yeah, I shall love you with all I got. I ain't gonna leave you, girl. I'm gonna love you now. So come love me to the end. Me coulda never leave you, girl, I swear. I'm gonna love you. I ain't gonna love you tomorrow. Girl, come love me to the end. Me gonna love you, girl, I swear. Now listen, if you know back at them say, I'm gonna love you now. the youngest lad. You have so much vibes. You hear this? Hey boy, mind your manners, fireman a own a boss. Mind your business, do no sneak in a me life. Your boy got no vision, him run for small box. You want $1, me want $1,000,000. You Jenna who no play small games. A different league, we no play with them. See them from afar, them talk and talk. Snitchy, behind my back. Man is a dream chaser, them not touch us. In a mind if them talk. But life yo is so rough. In a mind if them talk, play them talk. And man a anabas, yeah. So much vibes, tell them man a anabas, yeah. We no fuck with them, we no play with them. We no give no fuck who are you, what are you, boy? But boy never try talk behind me back. Never be a backstabber. Otherwise you forget rough times, rough life. Bad man a hunt you forever. Hey, but boy never try be a informer. Otherwise you get rough times, rough life. Bad man a kill and drop your head and remember. Don't play with your bumbo. Them a bring more raptors. Them come and play nice like Mickey Mouse. But them a bumbo, them a got to carry no bad man, them a boogeyman in a real life. Them give you nightmares in a sleep night. Them play with guns like ties. Them not mess them shut and bust your heart. We no batty boy soft like condom. Them kill that boy in a real life. Why you too soft, you no kill them. It's like you killing a lifeline with a little knife. Live a Batman in a Batman world. Spiritual Batman who no play game. If you can beat them now. So you are to join them. Batty boy never try talk behind me back. Never be a backstabber. Otherwise you forget rough times, rough life. Bad man a hunt you forever. Hey, batty boy never try be a informer. Otherwise you get rough times, rough life. Bad man a kill and drop your head, boy. Mind your manners, fireman a own a boss. Mind your business, do no sneak in a me life. Boy got no vision, him run for small box. You want $1, me want $1,000,000. You Jenna who no play small games. A different league, we no play with them. See them from afar, them talk and talk. Snitchy, behind my back. That man is a dream chaser, them not touch us. In a mind if them talk. But life yo is so rough. In a mind if them talk, play them talk. And a anabas, man a anabas, yeah. So much vibes, tell them man a anabas, yeah. We no fuck with them, we no play with them. We no give no fuck who are you, what are you, boy? But boy never try talk behind me back. Never be a backstabber. Otherwise you forget rough times, rough life. Bad man a hunt you forever. Hey, batty boy never try be a informer. Otherwise you get rough times, rough life. Bad man a kill and chop your head down.
Definitely. Fire G, you come with
Big man.
You come with the, what I should say, the helmet style thing, like, yo, gangster rush. You get me?
Respect, my brother, respect.
I like that flow. And
Yeah.
when I say like that flow is, what inspired that? You know, what inspired you to like give me that type of helmet vibes on that track?
Yeah, on that one, King Shango.
King
What I can
Shango.
say is King
Okay.
Shango. That's type of King Shango vibe, like it's a helmet, no melodies on it. It's just a hard kick and a hard bass on it, and some hard lyrics on it. You see?
No. What I'm surprised, not surprised, because you're very talented and could be put in every category. Now, you normally sing for the ladies. You normally is the type of man that sing and you show your emotion and stuff. Like you, I would not have you sing to my girlfriend, because if you sing to my girlfriend, it's done. I'm not gonna have her no more, because you have that type of, you know what I'm saying, that the, you know, the way how you put your words, you know, ways here.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man.
so, but when you decide not to go hardcore, right, Tanya? Like he got me right there. Tanya, we
Yeah.
have to say about that. No audio, Tanya. Tanya, you're muted. Unmute. Please. You see something. He's muted.
All right.
Yes,
All right, cool.
Yeah, go ahead now.
All right. You were talking about the helmet.
Yeah, you notice he came with that helmet vibes. He got me.
Yeah, because I also noticed 5G from when he did the helmet with Dashoka. And now 5G, I wanna ask what, okay, obviously when you started music, you were not doing the helmet type of music. You were obviously doing other music. When you started doing when you joined the music industry, you were not doing helmet music, were you?
Yeah, I wasn't doing helmet music. But that time we were inspired by Eben Groove. You know Eben Groove. Everyone wanted to be an artist. Yes. Yeah, you see. I was doing Eben Groove by that time.
Urban grooves, and you never broke out in the urban grooves, right?
No. Time changes, you see. Nowadays there's Afro, there's what, so you have to move along with the time, you see. So urban groove, okay. That's the old thing. We can't do that now.
But I still like the urban grooves because I mean it plays a role in the ship. I think I put out a blog on Rockford Josephat, Elder Rocky.
Yeah, but if you noticed on those artists, their sound is changing now. They're no longer singing urban groove. They're now turning to Afro pop, Afro dancehall, and reggae. You see?
Yeah. Now in urban groove music, like you said, you were doing urban groove. I think there was Rocky, there was Leonard Mafumo, them, and all those guys, Maskiri, all those guys. Who really inspired you? Did you work with any of them? Like, I just want to know your urban grooves part of journey.
In urban groove, I was inspired by Judah E. If you know Judah E.
Oh, Judah E. I know Judah E. Was my friend. He died from Ghetto,
yeah,
right?
He passed away.
He was my elder.
Well, hold on. I know about that guy 5G. Like, you're a young guy at that time, so it's so fascinating because, whoa, continue, bro.
I was a big fan.
Okay.
Yes, I think Judah E was from the DopeQueen clan, right?
Yeah.
You laughing? Yes, my musical journey it draws back to days of Judah E, the days of Eben.
Yeah,
I was a little girl then, but I was also, in the music industry. So now, what could you say changed? You can see like how music started, how our music in Zimbabwe started until now. It's a lot, like you say, it's rocky, changing the type of music.
I can't hear you clear.
What challenges were you faced? Hello?
Sorry?
Yeah, we're hearing you clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
Okay. Like I was saying, you're talking about the musical changes. I mean, from when music started until now, there's been a lot of changes. We had urban grooves, and then upgraded into something, and now there's helmets. So, what are challenges you've been facing with all this? Were you being put under pressure? Like you started with urban grooves, then you had to switch on to something, and now there's the helmet. What challenges were you facing with these changes?
Actually, challenges I faced, it was like only airplay. In Zim to have airplay, you have to be famous and well known. So if you are an upcoming artist, in Zimbabwe, you have to pay the DJ to play you on radio. So if you don't have any money, your music is gonna stuck with you. It was gonna stuck with you because you can't afford to pay the DJ for them to play your song on radio. So by those time I started doing music, it was hard. I don't think people were pushing music on WhatsApp and stuff like that. Even me, I didn't know about YouTube, Spotify, and you see. So the only thing that was gonna help you to make people listen to your songs was by CDs. And if you don't have money, the background we're from, our lifestyle, it wasn't that great. So one thing, I couldn't afford to buy CDs to give people who can push my music to push me. I couldn't afford to pay the DJ for airplay. You see, that's the challenges I was facing in this music thing.
All right. So now?
Okay.
Go ahead, Tanya.
Okay. Yeah. So now, I wanted to ask, when did you relocate to South Africa? Yeah.
It was 2017.
2017.
2017.
And you are based in Kempton Park, right?
Yeah, I'm based in Kempton Park, Johannesburg.
Okay, so what productions have you worked in Kempton Park? I mean, I know there's Kamba Vakerudo, Capricorn. You ever worked with Capricorn?
Yeah, I know Capricorn.
And so what big brands have you worked with in Kempton Park? Like Boss Chara Chara, have you worked with those guys?
Yeah, I've worked with, actually I started working for Boss Chara Chara. He's the one who brought me to South Africa to work for him. I was working at the construction company for him, not as at the studio. Then I come up with a plan, say, Boss Chara Chara, you want to be a promoter, this and this. So you have to open up a studio. You see? That's when we open up a studio in Kempton Park. Now I'm working with Short Boss Records. That's my home now.
Nice.
Okay, because then I asked, because I remember there was a Boss Chara Chara who was, bringing the artists, and I had the part where you also created employment for the artists, and then there was a studio. Then from there, I didn't hear from you up until you did a collab with Mattis Ashoka.
Yeah. But I've been doing like a lot of works, like as an artist, I was producing my own music, and also as a producer, I've been producing lot of artists, big artists here in South Africa, South Africans also, and Jamaican artists, a lot of them. Yeah, I was the producer on MT's album, the one he just released, the album which got #1 in Africa. We did that recording at Short Boss Records. I was the producer there.
And you produce Loot and Fire.
Loot and Fire, Bago.
Hold on. Before you go any further, there's one artist that was produced by Short Boss Record. Were you part of that work, the Vibes Cartel?
Yeah.
Were you the engineer? You were the engineer for the Vibes Cartel.
Yeah, I make the vocal of that record, but the beat was created by Shotgun. You know Shotgun from Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who produced the rhythm. Then he sent me the file so I can mix it. Then.
But hold on, this I wanna. Short Boss Record, all the way we talking South Africa.
Yes, me better.
They choose, because when you guys finished that product and sent it to me, I was the first DJ that dropped it.
Yeah, true.
Now, I had guys from Jamaica ask me, where did I get that Vibes Cartel? Nobody knew anything about it. How did you guys, all the way from Jamaica, was chosen to do that Vibes Cartel product? Tell me about it.
It was all Short Boss links. Me, I was just surprised. I was just surprised to be given a project for Vibes Cartel. Say, bro, this project need to be mixed. It have to sound clear and nice. You have to send it back in time.
Let me tell you something. I get a lot of work from artists all over, engineer all over in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and I kid you not. You know, if I'm gonna lie to you in your face, then I'll be biased to whatever I say. When anything I get from you, I don't question it, bro. It mixed properly. Now, for most person who don't know anything about music, just listen to the music. It's not about just listening to the music and you dance.
Yeah.
One thing as an engineer have to have ears for music.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
You could tell when a simple decibels is off. And you gotta have
you can
ears
tell.
for that. That ears for music. Meanwhile, somebody is dancing and stuff like that, and you look at them and like, but that's some garbage. The music is not.
Yeah,
good.
you can hear it.
How many times you ever see that?
Yeah, a lot of times, brother.
Yeah,
a lot of
and the music sound like shit, but everybody dancing because they're just hearing the rhythm and they just dancing. They not paying attention. And every time I get music here, I could tell when the music is not mixed properly or when it's not even mastered, because when I drop it in my system, the highs is up, the bass is low, or the bass is up, and you know, I'm so pissed off. Like, you know, when I can tell that if I get from Short Boss Record or if I get from this other studio, it is correct. Mix, master, correct. So you also do your mastering. You do your mastering.
I also do my mastering.
Great, bro. Yo, you're good. You're good. You're freaking talented, bro. Now, how you come with the listening to get that ear for music? That's what I want to know.
It's all God. It's all up to God. I don't even have certificate for this thing, my brother. But if you give me like a 60 or 100,000 mix at a table, bro, I'll tune those novels like nobody's business. I'll even I can even compete with qualified engineers who got papers, who got degrees and stuff like that.
School and degree.
Yeah, me, I don't know. I didn't even went to any school. I went to Jesus school. Who gave me the talent?
No, Tanya, seriously. Because I said to Sharp Boss one time, I think this was like last year, I said, yo, bro, anytime I get a song from your studio, it is so clean. It's not even questioned.
The quality of everything, it blends in nicely. It's properly mixed and mastered. And I swear, I'm the certified helmet queen. I'm the only female the first female that joined Helmet. And I'll tell you this:
Respect.
You are the first producer that has made that brought a different kind of vibe to the Helmet thing. I was listening to your collaboration with the first time I heard about you. I listened to your collaboration with Ashoka. I'm like, who's this guy? That is in Joburg. You know, it's a different kind of, you know, music that you're making.
Bro, and I don't care who want to get upset with that, but Levels had to go to PTK to learn it, and you learn it by yourself. I give you up on that. You understand?
I learn it by myself.
I give you up on that. You got edge over them.
Easy, 555, easy.
No.
Respect, brother.
I don't care who won't be upset. I say it like it is. Who begs. Who won't have beef. I speak the truth. You understand? This man got his ears from talent. You hear what I'm saying? Jesus school, Wazier. He learned from
Jesus school.
You get me?
Yeah.
So I respect that. Now, Fire G, what makes your music good to you? Why you think your music is that good?
My music is original. I sing every lyrics that I wrote is something I've been experienced in my life. So you see, whenever I sing about haters and enemies, you know, someone poked me in the eye. Whenever I sing about love, Just know Fire G is in love right now. When I sing like
Oh,
sad songs and stuff like that, I sing about my life, what I experience, what I see all the days,
the
right?
Fire G. So when you say
That's
you
what I
sing,
do.
so when you sing about love, which girl you say you're singing about?
My girlfriend, me brother.
No.
I hear
Oh,
that.
your, your,
I
your,
hear
your,
that.
your girlfriend at the present moment, not any other
Yeah,
girlfriend, not ex. Your girlfriend at the present moment,
my
right?
girlfriend at the present moment, like
Is she watching this interview?
I hope so because I sent the link to her, so I hope
Bro,
she's watching.
next time you don't do that, bro, because I may ask you a question that she get upset.
No, my girlfriend, she's cool. She's not an artist, once.
Okay, I
And
like
she
that.
know all the consequences. Like,
She know all the consequences. So,
yeah,
5G, I saw you on couple bills and stuff like that. You're doing shows and,
yeah.
and, and things like that. Now, when you perform, including the artist next to you, when you guys do show and look here
Mm.
how big, thick, bulky the bouncer wanna look. Girls or groupie always come backstage and
Yeah,
mingle with the artist. So,
yeah, that's true.
so as an artist, how do you separate this is my fan or this is a quick hit later on? How do you separate that?
That's a hard one.
Because things
Brother,
happen.
you know,
Things do happen, right? Things do happen.
you
So,
know what I can say, ne?
hmm
Only Jesus beat the temptation. That's something. If I can't I can't give myself discipline. Yeah,
hmm
I'll take them for hit or something like that. But there's sometimes you say, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
This one, no, is my fan. No, I'm not gonna do that. So most of the time when I'm going to perform or something, I always take my lead with me because I know that's a temptation. That's a
Oh,
temptation I can't reject. Like, if a girl come and mingle with me, brother, that's a free meat. That's a free meat. And no one will say no to a free
Free
meat, you
meal.
know.
Free meal.
yeah, listen me, 5G.
That's a good
You
one.
see, you see the artist next to you. Me know say him tear things up big time. You see him a laugh. You understand? Him handle business,
Yes, yeah,
right?
yes, my brother. So you
So,
see,
so,
Yeah, so 5G, I
yes,
wanted to know, you spoke about something very interesting, which is a problem that, us as Zimbabweans have been facing in the music industry. Like we have when I ventured in the helmet type of music, I I was inspired by Stoker and Curtis B and them, these are artists that I knew
yeah,
and they were giving me, and I was
yeah, man.
listening to this music and I could compare it to the Zim music. I could hear, it has an international vibe. It has a different style. In English, it can be can be marketable on the international platform. So now, I just wanted to know, what do you think can be done to change the um, what's happening with the airplay thing? Because it is true. I know that you cannot get an interview on a radio station in Zimbabwe unless you
Yeah,
pay, which
you
is
pay, yeah,
unfair because there's a lot of talent that is stuck in the ghettos, a lot of talented youth that can't be heard. You see, and there is untalented artists that are crowned as kings and everything. So as an artist who comes from long ago, you've been seeing all these things transpiring. What do you think can be done to change that? To change what happens with the marketing of the music? How they choose who should be who should be in the spotlight, this and that, and then they choose to just ignore other talented people that are there. Simply they're not connected or linked to them, or they don't have bosses following them.
It's about principle, you see. For those things to be changed in Zimbabwe, those DJ must change themselves. Like, they are greedy, and you know, in Zim there's poverty and everyone wants money. So there's no DJ who's gonna say, I'm gonna play a tune for you for free without paying. No, it's not gonna happen till there's money flowing in Zimbabwe. Right now, the music in Zimbabwe, it's not paying. Like, there's no money there. If they don't do shows outside here or doing shows there, you can't get money with airplay, because even the music arts of Zimbabwe doesn't even pay artists their royalties and stuff like that. You see, Zimbabwe must be more like, even in states, if you see in states, if you are in upcoming in the United States or here in South Africa, if you went with your song, which is registered to some or some companies, they will play your song because you are a registered artist. But in Zimbabwe, even if you are a registered artist, but you are not popular, you see, no DJ is going to play your song because nobody knows you. Nobody plays an artist. They don't even know who is this artist, what is his name, what. People will never listen to your song. So, this situation, only DJs in Zimbabwe can change it, can change that. If they started taking like music for upcoming artists, without an upcoming artist pay them to play the song, you see? That's how the music industry of Zimbabwe is gonna grow big. I'll give you an example on Nigerian music industry. Nigerian music industry is growing, not because of big artists and big celebs like David and what. The industry is growing because of the upcoming artists that they produce each and every day. I can ask you this: how many upcoming artists you know from Nigeria now? There are plenty of them.
Yes.
What's the reason?
It's true.
What's the reason? They are giving the upcoming artists chance to put themselves to the world. You see? So the music, they've been pushed, no matter how small you are, no matter how big you are, they are treating their artists as the same. But in our country, you know, if you're an upcoming, you are nobody.
It's crazy. I want to ask, do you register all of your tracks?
Yes, I registered all of my tracks.
I'm not talking. Okay. Talk boss. Because a lot of artists tend to just do regular YouTube register because YouTube give a license number. That's not even a start. You know, that's not even a start, because you don't really get royalty. You just get that, you know, somebody cannot take certain things from your song. Yeah. Okay. Another ladies and gentlemen, I want to play another song so that you could get involved with it, and then also we talk a little bit more. Then I also want to speak to Short Boss for a second, and also the artist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fire G again in the mix.
Hurrah!
Ooh, love me now, love me now. Don't love me tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow ain't promising anything. Just love me now. Baby, don't love me tomorrow, just love me now. Hold me in your hand like I'm dying now. Kiss me like you're saying goodbye. Love me like it's my last day on earth. Yeah, me I feel love you till my breath left. See the girl that I love. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. Why go down? In a different level. Money, tell us what we are just forgive. People think of me. people, what you do? Mash up the country, they say. Yeah. When people protest, government step down. Government mash up and they stay. Papa be shoot down, somewhere go down. Them send soldiers and kill our family. The government make people scared. Try pull your head up, man, you are dead. Them go kill you with courage. Papa class soldier kill all my friends. Mr. President, where we are go to? When people get angry, no joke, no money. Tell us what we are gonna do. Stop President, where we are gonna do? Because civilian tell the truth now. You send your soldiers to kill. Why? We put you on position, think everything will be better, but things get worse. Mr. President, let me tell you this. I miss the old Zimbabwe, I know. Living in fear, then we stay indoors. Soldiers, them keep people, Mr. President, this is wrong. We want a better life, we want a better country. Bring the old Zimbabwe, I know. President, where we are going to? When people get angry, no joke, no money. Tell us what we are going to do. Mr. President, where we are going to? Because civilian tell the truth now. You send your soldiers to kill them. Why? Mama got shot, Papa got shot. I'm all alone, oh God. My friend got shot. What we are gonna do now? Bumbo like government, they go mash up the control. Now they go treat us like slaves, now we own control. Rise up, let's fight them. Rise up the flag, don't scare them. We don't wanna live this life anymore, let's take them down. Bumbo like government, let's bend them down. Police and soldiers, they kill their own. We want protection, not war. When people get angry, no joke, no money. Tell us what we are gonna do.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. My song just cut. My song just cut right.
Ooh, love me now. Love me now. Don't love me too matter to go down. So just to kill. Why? We put you back. When people get angry, no joke, no money. Tell us what we are gonna do. Because civilian tell the truth now. You send your soldiers to kill you. Why? Mama got shot, Papa got shot. I'm all alone, oh God. My friend got shot. What we are gonna do now? Bumbo like government, they go mash up the control. Now they go treat us like slaves, now we own control. Rise up, let's fight them. Rise up the flag, don't scare them. We don't wanna live this life anymore, let's take them down. Bumbo like government, let's bend them down. Police and soldiers, they kill their own. We want protection, not war. When people get angry, no joke, no money. Tell us what we are gonna do. Because civilian tell the truth now. You send your soldiers to kill you. Why? Make me tell them say fire when you shake your body, and nothing we can stop you, your whole property. Say you're better the girl, the man better the boy, them straight up me girl is a whole property. Play up on a different level, say a youth and the table. Let me tell my DJ I connect the cable and I play a big song, see you wine and a bubble. My girl see you wine and a bubble. I need more of you, girl. My for me, girl, so sexy, yeah. Do your thing for the bad man, girl. Yeah, she never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. See the girl that I love. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. Why for me, girl? Me loving your whining skill. Ride on my thing, girl, like a bicycle. She's a go-go getter. She's a trendsetter. Bend over, girl. Set up in. You have to hit it left to right. Shake up a sender. One for the dad. Shake round the fender. Girl, you beg. Put your head between your Lego. Everything safe. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. See the girl that I love. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. Why for me, girl? Baby, your body at the top of the list. You have to have a price that what you deserve. Yes, you have to lock it up, no other girl unlock. Now soft and smooth, but you're tough like crack. Give me nice, she said that the higher the best. Hit up the thing, not time furious. Batman who no take chance for the thing. Yeah, me there be first. I need more of you, girl. My for me, girl. So sexy, yeah. Do your thing for the Batman, girl. Yeah, she never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. See the girl that I love. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. She never worry when I tell her to go down. Why for me, girl?
Hold on. Whoa. You see what I talk about you and them girl tune? Them girl
Yeah,
tune.
man, brother.
Remind me when I come South Africa, I can't hang out with you. Nah, I hang out with you.
Yeah, you have to come to South Africa, brother.
He got me dancing. Hello, he got me dancing here.
Yeah, you next year, bro. I see you next year. I wanna ask this question. When it comes
Yes,
to
brother.
the music and the collab. Now, one artist that you spend a little time with, and also work along with him, and also engineer him in many a project, and is Soldier Love.
Yeah, man.
Tell me a little about you working with Soldier Love on a personal man-to-man level. How was that working with him?
Yo, working with Soldier Love, it was like the best experience of my music production ever. Like the session will be on fire and everything will be on order. You see, no playing games. Recording Soldier Love. If you started a session, you'll be knowing, yeah, a session. We're not gonna wait. We're not gonna do what. It's about fun. You just say, okay, we're recording. Play the beats. I play a couple beats. You say, okay, this one, put it there. Yeah, this one, I like it. Save it. When we started to recording, you just say, no, we are working. Let's just have fun. So working with Soldier Love, it was like the greatest experience ever.
And he was right through after he finished. He was like the biggest comedian in the room, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Now, I think one of what, as I said, I speak for myself, and I speak, what I'm saying, for my label. One of the best video that I've seen with Soldier Love, and is not the Passion Java that they putting out right now and right in the chart. The best video was the one you and Soldier Love did. That's one of the cleanest and the best video I've seen with Soldier Love. And I don't care who anybody want to challenge me. I'm up for the grab. I'm up for the grab. You know, understand? That was one of the cleanest and video. I got so much video behind the scene. And I did get video behind the scene with Soldier Love in the Sharp Bar studio working. That's why I say he's a comedian after the work is finished. He always always drop these little jabs at anybody and just clown around. And It's like,
That was Soldier Love.
and he rhymes when he's clowning around with you.
You see,
You understand?
he was just there to make everyone happy. You see, like
Yes, that was the thing. So,
even knowing when you're around him, smiling and stuff like that. Yeah.
what do you take out of Soldier Love page when it comes to the music aspect and apply it to your life and music?
Patience.
Patience.
That that guy is so like his patience, like you see, he believes in himself and he believes good things will come while he still waited for them. You see, that was Soldier Love. He inspired me a lot. Like if he told you about his background, there's one time he was telling us a story about his background that inspired us. Oh, you see, okay, from this and this, and he was facing a lot of problems, a lot of trouble, and you see, like, but the guy never lost hope, and he keep on pushing, pushing and pushing, no matter what was going on with him in his life. He keep on pushing his works. So that's what inspired me about Soldier Love. He inspired me a lot.
In the room, I just saw Teresa from England. She said, "Who is your biggest influence in music?"
My biggest influence in music. Me, I like Chris Brown a lot.
Chris Brown.
Believe me, it's Chris Brown.
American Chris
like,
Brown. Okay.
Like all the time, if I'm listening to music, I'm listening to Chris Brown. Only.
Really?
It's the lyrics. I like his lyrics. That's why I'm always listening to his music. Every time, if you open my phone browser, Chris Brown.
Did you ever say to yourself that you want to do a remake of one of his songs, a cover?
Yeah.
Which one you would have?
I have a cover that I remake for Chris Brown, but I haven't released it yet.
Oh, you did it already?
Yeah, but I haven't released it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna release it soon, so you're gonna hear it.
I know I get it.
I hope Chris Brown will hear it again.
So now, Fire G, you started off as an artist, and now lately there's the producer part of your career. Because saying you started off as an artist, and then during your journey in the music industry, you upgraded yourself to be a producer. So now you're multi-talented. Are you gonna see that being a producer is taking more of your time to being an artist? What would you prefer best, to be a producer or to be an artist?
I'm a producer and also an artist. That's what I prefer. All of them. I want to be a producer. I want to be able to produce my own sound, and also I'm able to write my own sound and my own songs, my own lyrics. You see, lot of artists, people they don't know this. A lot of artists, big artists. We're talking about international artists. If you look The Weeknd, Jonas Brothers, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, all of those guys are producers. They produce their own stuff. They produce their own beat. And also, they also produce beats for other artists. You see, music, it's business. Me, I'm there in music as a producer and also as an artist. So I always have a schedule to balance that for myself. Like, okay, I'm working on my sound. I need these tracks and this track. How many tracks I'm gonna need to release for this month? And I'm gonna work with this artist. If an artist approach me, I'll put him on my schedule. Say, okay, this artist booked me. He wants me to do a beat for him and mix his song. So I'll put him on my diary. Say, okay, this day I'm gonna work with this artist, this day I'm gonna work with this artist. So, oh, my schedule is full, so me, I'm gonna start doing my project next week. And I also have time to push my songs because I'm only signed to Short Boss right now. So he's the one who's pushing my music with his management and stuff like that. So everything to me, it's fine. I want to be a producer and artist as well.
At the same time. Okay, and one other thing I wanted, in our music industry, in our Zimbabwean music industry, there is not much females that get attention. Like I had to work, I had to fight to be where I am right now, because each time a female rocks up, nobody pays attention. Think that no, there's another one. No one really takes females seriously. So as an artist, how do you feel about this situation? I believe there's females that would like to collaborate with you, that are actually good, that would like to collaborate with you, or perhaps distribute your music, perhaps be in your music video as just a vixen. What's your take on what happens in the music, in our music industry, about females being ignored? And
Yeah, you see, me, I work with all genders, like female, male. They're all the same to me. You see, I don't say because this one she's a female, so I'm not gonna do great work for her. I all do the same for all genders. You see, but in our music industry, like what I can say is in Zim music, men are evil. Like for them, for a female to get attention from them and sponsor, to get sponsorship and a lot of things, all those men want sex first. You can't go on top without giving them sex. No, that's not gonna happen, and that's wrong. That's wrong. You see, because an artist is an artist. You can't say a female artist, what. But at the end of the day, you got the same title, an artist, a musician. So I think in this music industry, according to gender, like they have to treat everybody the same. No matter is a male artist or a female artist, they are all the same.
That's a real thought that you say. Short boss, where's Short boss? Tell him to come up, because I want to ask him a question.
And there's something very interesting, Fire G. I don't know if people are talking about this, but yeah. I've been seeing a lot of from Zimbabwe blowing about it. I've seen Confused, and them, everybody's blowing about it. That's the music industry. It's now belongs to like businessmen and them. So because back then, when the music industry started, the artists, and they were working with the sound people. So you'd find out that, and this group of artists belong to maybe Conquering Lion Sound, and then Conquering Lion Sound does all the marketing and everything. But now it's all different. Get a boss that has money that will come to 5G. There is some money, sing about me. You find a youth doing a whole singing about boss who, from track number 1 to track number. So what's your comment on this? This is something interesting that's happening, and people are not talking about it because you can't really talk about the bosses because they're paying the money. In Zimbabwe lately, you can't even get an award because you are not connected to the boss that is sponsoring the awarding company.
You see, that's not how music's supposed to, like singing about a boss with his money. Dude, that's his money. Let him keep his money. That's why you see, né? You see Winky D. Winky D, you never heard any song of Winky D singing about boss who, boss what. That's being professional. You see? If an artist is supposed to sing for the people, right? So if I started singing about Boss Harry, Boss what, it's Boss Harry's album. No one is gonna want to listen to that album. That's why you see, there's no any Zimbabwe upcoming artists or those artists who never been nominated for the Grammy. Only Sasha. You see why? He never sing about any boss. He sing music for the people. So people in Zimbabwe, they only care that if their music trends in Zimbabwe, that's fine for them. But you know what? Our music must go international. That's where my goal is, to go global. Like, I want people in America to be able to listen to my song, people in Jamaica, people in Japan, everywhere in the world. You see? I don't want my music to be played in Zimbabwe, because nowadays, music in Zimbabwe is being controlled by Mbinga. You know Mbinga, like those rich people. If you don't sing about them, they're not gonna promote you. You see? If you're not gonna say big up to boss whoever, what, they're not gonna give you money. And with the situation in Zimbabwe, a lot of artists have been forced to sing about them because they get money from them.
You need money.
If you don't sing about them, anger go come in your life now. You see?
I go write a song about Passion Java next week. Make sure my team play.
If you don't get signed with Passion Java, no man.
Make sure my team play. Anyway, where's Sharp Boss? Sharp Boss, come here quick fast. Come quick fast so that people could see.
No, Sharp Boss, he went out for the meeting. He went out for the meeting.
Okay. Yeah. Now, quick fast. My next artist that beside you, even though today is your day, but I wanna. What's his name again?
Let him introduce himself.
Go ahead, boss man.
Greetings. My name is Harry J, the versatile vocalist.
Hold on. Did you say Harry J?
Harry J.
Harry J, the girls man.
Ladies man.
Now, you know, I was introduced. You were being introduced to me in this week and stuff like that. How did you get introduced to the Sharp Boss label?
All right, so I bumped into Fire G. It's been about a year and a bit. Mm-hmm. I actually bumped into, because you know what, I'm someone who's always loved singing and stuff. I've always wanted to be a singer, but I've never chased it or I've never recorded. Okay. So now I bumped into this guy in a shop, literally, and then I was like, only to find out that Fire G was a producer. Then I got to speak to Fire G. I told him, oh, listen, I like singing, but I haven't recorded before. I heard you're a producer. Can you do something? Then that's when he called me through to a studio, and we did a track. And from there on, I've been recording with Fire G throughout.
Beautiful.
That's how I met Fire.
Beautiful. As a friend, co-worker, engineer, what do you think? Not because he's right beside you. You could tell me that he's a jerk, you know. And if he's upset, he's upset. What do you think? What's your personal look on Fire G?
To be honest, Fire G, what I can say on an honest note, he's amazing, because exactly what I think. Like if I plan to do a song in a certain way, he does it just as I planned it. So he's amazing. According to me, he's amazing. That's why I keep coming back, and that's why I'm here right now.
No, Fire G, come up close, because I'm gonna put the both of you in a spot now. No, Fire G, as a coming DopeQueen, Fire G, you know how as an engineer, you know the best way of putting a track, how the track gonna sound with the artist. And an artist, as for, you know, I'm just drawing a reference now. My artist that's right beside you, you said, yo, hold up there. I think you should have changed that line and you do something else. No, I like it this way. But you, 5G, as the engineer, you listening and you know certain thing is not working. Have you ever, not particularly this artist, but have you ever came across that you try to correct an artist in the booth and saying, hey, that doesn't work, change something about your song, and he's very stubborn in doing it?
Yeah, I've come across a lot of artists like that.
And
some of them are big artists in Zimbabwe.
yeah, that's the worst, because the big artist, he don't want to listen to anything you're saying, because he's looking at you as a local engineer that don't know much or know what he's saying. Now, also you gotta know what you're doing, because that's your work going on the street. And if it's not good, somebody gonna say, shit, who did that? Or it's fire.
Who produced this?
Yes. So it's a catch situation right there that you're in. Should I listen to him record the shit that don't sound right, or because he's a bigger person? How do you work that?
Me, if you do that kind of attitude to me, I'll just, okay, let's go according to what you want. But after I'm done with the track and the track sound like crap, and I'm gonna tell you, dude, release this track on your own. Don't even put my name on it. I don't even put a tag on it. Like, you refuse to listen what I wanted you to do. I was just trying to correct you, not to change you. That's where most of artists are wrong. They say, bruh, I'm a big celeb, I can't make a mistake. You make mistake. If you see fail to listen to what I say, I'll say, okay, let's just go with the way you want. But when we're releasing the track, don't put my name, don't say produced by me or stuff like that.
Wow. All right. Whoa. That's good. That's good. My artist, when we gonna hear something from you on the streets? When I'm gonna get something from 5G?
As soon as possible, Mas.
As soon as possible. Okay, very good. I like that. No, okay. We're in coming up in the winter time for you, the summertime for me. So by next year, what should we see about you?
You should see my name everywhere. I'm looking to be the one of the most influential artists out there.
Crazy.
Reason being, as I'm Harry J, the versatile vocalist. So literally meaning I can sing any genre. Give me any genre, I can do it.
Because I heard you doing some really classic R&B. You're the R&B. So you, Fire J, you see it? A gallus, you know. Gallus, man. Certified gallus. Certified gallus. No, Tanya, add two more questions and then we go wrap it up and stuff like that. Because I know how the internet is costly.
I just want to know in what year and when exactly, because as a person, there's a certain time that you do a project, and then you realize, like, wow, this is it. Like, I'm good at this. When was that point in your life where you realize I'm good at engineering, I'm good at producing, I'm good at being an artist? When you boast yourself and feel yourself that you've made it. When was it?
Every day of my life.
Wow.
Every day of my life.
So hold on. Go ahead, Tanya. My bad.
And now, obviously, to the ghetto youth that are in Zimbabwe, that are your fans, or maybe that you inspire, what kind of advice can you give? Because they're looking at you, you are sponsored, you have the studio there, everything paid for, and all you have to do is you're just making the good projects that are coming out. So what is your best advice that you would give to the youth that look to you?
My advice is for all the youths in Zimbabwe, like, keep on chasing your dreams. Keep on chasing it till you get it, and stay out of drugs. Don't do drugs, never to do drugs. Be focused on whatever you want. Focus on your future and plan it very well so you can have a better life in the future.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful
And
right there.
and the drug issue, it's becoming a very huge problem, in our country, especially, these artists that are making helmets.
Yeah, for
Um,
real.
so what would you do, like, if someone, rocks up, and would you advise them, or you just watch them, just record them, and
No, I mean,
are you
I
able to
can.
speak up on their own?
Yes, yeah. Because drugs are wrong. To be honest, like, if just tell, you see, drugs destroy people's life. Like in Zimbabwe, Guka, what, it's killing our future youths. You see, and it's painful. What we always see in the street, like every ghetto youth, like a lot of ghetto youths are now into drugs in Zimbabweans.
Drugs and
They have to,
alcohol, and also
And
serious
you
alcohol.
and you say something very important. You mentioned the Guka. Do you know that there's people that don't know that Guka means crystal meth? I was
yeah,
on yesterday of some producer. They're making helmets here in Joburg somewhere. So he was, I think, taking out new bits and everything, and they're going Guka, and it's the old school helmet people that know that Guka. What does Guka mean? Because back then, it used to be like the national anthem. If you say Guka, then automatically, you get hype in the helmets. But it has drove a lot of ghetto youths into crystal meth, and a lot of ghetto youths that
yeah,
don't
for real.
even,
They don't even know about it.
especially producers, they don't know that, even artists, they sing about Guka, but they don't know what is Guka, and they don't know
What's
what's
the
happening
meaning?
with the music in the streets, because Guka is hyping crystal meth. That is
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we have a problem in the streets
There's
now.
problem in the
Almost
street. Yeah.
every ghetto youth helmet is on Guka.
Now, what I can say to the gateways is just say no to drugs. No drugs. No what. Stay focused. The future is bright.
Yep. Wow. I like
So
that.
are you yourself making any music to speak up on this issue? Because it's a very big issue that no one is talking about or even sing about. I have one track from Dashoka where, he's saying, trying to tell people to stay off this thing. So are you, as an artist, working towards, as an artist that's making helmets, are you working towards, helping the
You see,
youth raise
yeah,
awareness?
yeah, you see. I have a song warning about the youth, like no to drugs. I have a song that I'm gonna release this Friday. It's a song. The other part of myself is I'm also, besides like singing love songs and things, I also do like revolutionary songs, like I speak the truth to the people. You see, like something people ignored, like
The one that
everything
you
people
said,
ignored.
the one that you just did about the government, that's a revolutionary
You
song.
see, you see,
Yes.
I'm not afraid to speak the truth. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm only afraid of God. You see, because that's the one man who can decide my future and my destiny and who can end it. As long if you are a man doing wrong things, I'll tell you straight up, this is wrong. Can't do this. That's who I am. That's Fire G.
And Faji, you said something important earlier on. You said, the Zimbabwean music industry is not making any money, which is really true, because compared to other countries, I mean, people really do take the music as a business. And in
Yeah.
Zimbabwe, most people, they take it like a hobby. So if you're an artist, sometimes you've been working in the restaurant, because you know that your music is not gonna pay you or something. So what is your advice? Like, what's your
The thing is,
comment on?
most of Zim artists, they are targeting a Zimbabwean marketing. Like they only wanna push their music in Zimbabwe, not to go international. They are not selling their music outside there. They are only selling their music in Zimbabwe. You see, let me give you an example. Lil Wayne, Wiz, he can do a show for months or for years, but he can still make money with music. because he's selling his music all over the world, not only in America. He's selling music in South Africa, even there in Zimbabwe. But our artists in Zimbabwe, they're only selling their music in the country. They are not going out to sell their music. Even if they have shows outside, they are coming to performing for Zim people. They don't want to perform for like different people, like, you see.
And
so you're not gonna make money like that. Like, if you're still performing for the same people. That's why you see in Zimbabwe it's easy for you to become unpopular while you see popular everywhere in just like few times, because people will get bored about your music because you keep on selling music to the same people.
The same people.
Always. Yeah.
For your age, you are so mature for your age, bro. It's unbelievable. You are so mature for your age, and I really applaud you, because I know for what you're saying right now, you have to sit down, look at the reality of life, and comes with a lot of what I should say, a lot of your gestures and terminology and certain things, and look into life and come up with what you're saying. Now, I want to ask you two questions. I'm going to ask you, then DopeQueen follow up with the final question, and then we get out of here.
Okay.
Your dad was the first one who invested in you.
Yes, my brother.
Now, looking back at your dad right now, your dad is still alive, I hope. He's still alive.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. When you see your dad or your dad look at you, what do you guys ever, did he ever say to you, I gave you that laptop, I didn't know that I would see you on the stage performing? Because I know he got to be proud of you. So,
yeah, he is.
So when you guys sit and talk for a minute or two, what do you guys talk about?
My pops, like, he's an educated person. Like, whatever he always keep on telling me is keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Don't lose hope. Things will get tough and tougher and tough and tough. Things will never be easy in life. So no matter what, no matter there's a mountain in front of you, you just have to keep on climbing until you reach the other side. That's what my pops always told me. Like, don't give up on whatever you dream to do. You see, he's the one who he never forced me to do anything. He told me what you wanna be, what you wanna do for your future. What's your future like? I told him, me, I wanna be a great engineer and a great musician of all time. You see, he told me he's gonna support my dream and everything like that. He always call me and encourage me. By the way, he's in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
He's always calling me. These send me your songs. I wanna hear how it sounds. What like? Are you doing new projects? What's going on your career like?
That's just beautiful. That's beautiful. That's heavy. That's really heavy, and I'm glad that like with me now, I always say my greatest motivator in my life is dad and my mom. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't look up to athletes. I don't look up to this person, that person. I look up to my mom and my dad. They're my number one, person in life that I look up to. So I can't imagine, how you make your dad proud and all of that. Now, one more thing that I want to ask you, as a young guy, still young in the business, still green in the business, but very experienced in a lot of stuff. A young DJ like myself, now, if I want to definitely jump on the microphone and do some things, because engineer could be a pain in the butt. And you know what I mean. You have some engineer out there living assholes.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And it tricks in the trade. Now, if I'm gonna go to a recording studio and it's not you, what would you tell that artist to look out for?
Sorry?
If I was to go to another studio to record, I didn't come to you to record. I'm going to go to another studio to record my music. What would you tell me, like, Triple, make sure they do this, make sure they do that? What would you say to me?
Me, I'll just tell you, make sure you put all your energy, all your efforts on the music. Enjoy the session. Make sure the voice are sounding clear. Make sure you are on the right key. Like, don't let them messing up with your vocal. Like, they mustn't let you record with the off key. Like, you have to listen to your keys. You have to know your keys when you're recording.
But hold on, 5J. With most Zimbabwean artists, I should say, if autotune is not in their vocals, is like they don't think that they sound good. So especially now, like if I get a Zimbabwean artist who sing a lot of you hear more autotune in his voice, and I bring him to America to do a show, and they're gonna hear him on stage, and they're like, "Is that the guy that you've been playing? That's not him."
That's not him.
No, man, no, that's not him. So how do you go about that? Because I notice in your voice, you twerk certain songs, you twerk your voice. Certain song, and I'm not saying you auto-tune it, you tweak it. But with some artists that if I come to record at your studio, you better put all the auto-tune that you have on my voice, because I sound like shit. So that's beside the point. But what do you have to say about the artists that use so much auto-tune?
You see, people they are abusing auto-tune. You see, auto-tune is not there to make your voice sound great. It's there to correct it, not to make your voice sound great. Like me, mostly when I record my artists, I've told them, on this session, I'm not putting any auto-tune. We are recording a raw vocal. Like, you have to sound good with no auto-tune and no stuff. Like, we don't put auto-tune while I'm recording. I can put auto-tune while I'm mixing, but I don't put too much.
Yeah,
I put
just
a little
tweak it. Just tweak it.
So it can correct your vocal notes. That's all auto-tune is for. It's nice. Like, you see, people are abusing auto-tune. Like, they are making auto-tune sing for them.
Yes.
They're not singing. Auto-tune is singing for them.
Wow.
It's not their natural voice. If you remove auto-tune, you'll be shocked, Baba.
Wow. All right. Now, Tanya. Yes. Oh, I just lost Tanya. All right. Definitely wait until she come back. Definitely I want to say, I really enjoyed this session, and I learned a lot from you, especially. Fire G, I look at you differently now, bro. Differently.
Yeah, man,
because when I say I look at you differently, your mindset, your focus is totally different from what I expect. Like, you really got me. Like, you are so focused on everything. You blew me out of the water, bro. I'm so honored in being around you and just talking to you. DopeQueen, give the final question, and then we just wrap it up and we are here.
Okay, my final question would be 5G. With the pandemic, I mean, it's affected the music industry as a whole. How has it impacted on your side of business? And what have you been doing, during these hard times? Are you getting less business? And the other thing I want to ask, since they said I should ask one question, what brings people to your studio? What invites people to you, to your production?
Good music, good production, there's quality. Like, nice beats and stuff. People can relate. Me, I can do any music, any type of music. No matter which genres, I can produce any music. So a lot of artists will come because they can relate. If you are a hip hop artist, you know, if I go to this guy, he also do hip hop and the quality is nice. You see? That's what brings people to my studio because there's good music every day in the street. Whenever we release music, people always say good music. Produce album for MT, #1 in the Africa now. That's us.
Nice.
And the pandemic, how has it impacted on your works?
Yo, the pandemic was, curfew thing. You can't perform. They are strictly regulation. Like you can't invite a lot of artists to your studio. So some of the artists you've been working with.
Wow.
So our brand, but to be honest.
All right.
Is that's my network or his network? I don't know. I couldn't hear
His network is going back and forth. I'm gonna play one last song. One last song. He just chipped up. One last song on him, and then for those who just walk into the room, because I see some people just walk into the room. So let me just play one last song with him, and we done. He has so much songs. It's
pauri nakanamira zitatu toda kukupa vana tu onza mai tu oh my girl saka ndati kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe baby rudo rwachora unondipa saa kuricha shida brenda mdiwa wangu ndinokudisisa ndiwe wangu we moyo ukandipa rudo rwako nichakwa rwangu ge ukavimbika kwandiri ndichavimbika oneni ndoda kwenda newe kure kusina vana kure tonoita yatoita kusina mkano vengi vanga zvoda kutitorera zvataka vakasakane kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe ndinoita my goosebumps wherever when I'm with you I don't wanna lose you whatever you want fire if you do chiri too let's go somewhere kusina maruso tawita mkazi wangu wemusha yes I do them try to vex us but avatikunde love yedu yaka protect na most high let them do what they want girl usaterere swimanye me no wonder girl it's only me and you me and you the world dinewe baby ande ndoda kuchembedzana newo svikanda eteto pauri nakanamira zitatu ndoda kukupa vana tu onza mai tu oh my girl saka ndati kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe baby rudo rwachora unondipa saa kuricha shida brenda mdiwa wangu ndoda kutitorera zvataka vakasakane kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe kure 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 ndoda kuenda newe kure 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 ndoda kutiza newe.
Sa a fireman a day so
Sound yellow.
fire G Shagal
Make noise, them a empty vessel. Them chat mat with the empty parcel. Them can't move, them got no muscle. So me I tell them, get a youth for if you hustle, hustle.
Back to the bone, tell them we not play. Everything turn up, me brother, why I say level up, rich bubble life. Expensive style, it turn no ordinary. Sauro when we step up, and no wonder. Real African play panta wakanda. Sauro yango mavati taka shata. Rewind the chaka, ipachir kunaka.
We have it turn it up loud and clear. Man about to bumble, we not fear. African warrior, me fight with just fear. We not Babylon
When we
system.
step up, yeah, them a run. We not play bad from a long time. We not smile for your informer, we kill a man. Party boy, shut up your mouth, yeah,
For
you
your
go
G,
wrong.
metal lips say everything tight and still I will fight. The future looks bright, you got to move right. African warrior, man I fight to the end. Me I go fight to the end.
The future is bright, yes, Sauro, that's true. Them a say them a bad man few. Up to the time, fire can cool. Why you say you a play me, but me not play with you.
We have to turn it up loud and clear. Man about to bumble, we not fear. African warrior, me fight with just fear. We not Babylon system.
When we step up, yeah, them a run. We not play bad from a long time. We not smile for your informer, we kill a man. Party boy, shut up your mouth, yeah, you go wrong.
Make noise, them a empty vessel. Them chat mat with the empty parcel. Them can't move, them got no muscle. So me I tell them, get a youth with the hustle, hustle.
Back to the bone, tell them we not play. Everything turn up, me brother, why I say level up, rich bubble life. Expensive style, it turn no ordinary. Sauro when we step up, and no wonder. Real African play panta wakanda. Sauro yango mavati taka shata. Rewind the chaka, ipachir kunaka.
We have to turn it up loud and clear. Man about to bumble, we not fear. African warrior, me fight with just fear. We not Babylon system.
When we step up, yeah, them a run. We not play bad from a long time. We not smile for your informer, we kill a man. Party boy, shut up your mouth, yeah,
For your
you go wrong.
G, metal lips say everything tight and still I will fight. The future looks bright, you got to move right. African warrior, man I fight to the end. Me I go fight to the end.
The future is bright, yes, Sauro, that's true. Them a say them a bad man few. Up to the time, fire can cool. Why you say you a play me, but me not play with you.
We have to turn it up loud and clear. Man about to bumble, we not fear. African warrior, me fight with just fear. We not Babylon system.
When we step up, yeah, them a run. We not play bad from a long time. We not smile for your informer, we kill a man. Party boy, shut up your mouth, yeah, you go run.
Fire G! Fire G!
One day,
Rest in peace, soldier love.
resting.
Listen, Fire G, go on here and see the joke as we're wrapping up right now. I've been playing Soldier Love. Oh, I can't even imagine how many years I've been playing Soldier Love. The
Yeah,
first
man.
time I hear Soldier Love sing in English was in your studio.
Yeah, respect.
And I
We
was
do
like,
things international.
oh, the first English track. I don't know if he did it before, but I've been playing Soldier Love for years, and the first time I hear he did an English track was in your studio, and then you get
International stuff.
and then you get to work with him, and you guys did one of the baddest collabo.
Correct.
You
Yeah,
understand? Yo,
Yeah,
at least, bro, you could live with that, with the experience that you got from him,
yeah,
and
for real.
you know, and you have that to take with you for your rest of your journey. I really appreciate it, and
Respect, brother.
thank you very much, Dope Queen.
Respect.
final thing. We out of here. Thank
Bless
you,
up.
guys.
I want to sing to 5G.
Yes, DopeQueen.
5G, you know that I'm a DJ these days.
Yeah. I always
Yes,
knew.
you always knew. Okay. I'm looking forward to jingles and dubs from your production.
No worries. No
I'm
worries.
trying to trip at Conquering Lion sounds.
Okay. I'm gonna do it like Tuesday. You're gonna get your dub plate like.
Okay, 555 will give me your contact details, then we'll be in touch. I would like to also distribute your productions, everything.
No problem. Yeah, respect, Dope. Respect.
You know, she's the distributing queen when it comes to
Yeah,
South Africa.
in Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
multi-awarded winning, like.
Yo, she crazy like that, you know. Yeah. Yo, 5J, I am still waiting. Where are you? I'm still waiting for you to send me that new track because DopeQueen, she have one of the baddest sexy outfits. She waiting for you to send that song so that she could promote it. You
Yeah,
understand?
man.
Yeah, so
man.
she went and bought the outfit yesterday, bro. So I shouldn't have said to you, but I opened my mouth. She's waiting for you to send me the song, so she gonna do a video.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tell the you didn't need to tell him.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 5G, is it that the song that she go be twerking on? What's up?
You put him in.
Okay.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
exposing everything now. It's not supposed to be
Yo, 5G, manners, respect, enough
Yeah,
love.
man, brother.
You understand? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being part of the Line TV show. You know,
Respect.
and thank you very much. The dub plate that you send for the show every week is people ask for it. They're like,
Yeah,
who's that
man.
artist? I said that's a
Yeah,
Line
man.
TV show artist, Fire G.
Yeah, the Dana.
And you know who is your boy? You know your boy already.
Yeah.
Babyface Assassin, DJ Kaden, you know.
Where is Babyface? DJ Kaden.
That boy is in vacation in Jamaica, bro.
Yeah, you are feeling the boy that him a bad like coronavirus. She bad man there. That boy is a bad man, you see. Me no wanna lie. Baddest DJ I ever seen. Me no wanna lie.
Yo, next year, we will be in South Africa, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, man, respect, right. Brother.
Thank you very much. One love.
Thank you,
one
Lion TV. Bad. You bad, me,
destiny.
brother.
Big up yourself. All right, guys. Thank you for logging in. Fire G, the whole network. We out of here. Thank you.
Okay.